Is he going to play the next game? Are we going to get this type of effort the next game?
The New York Knickerbockers have done it again.
Knicks Rehab.
They've won our hearts in a span of 2 hours. 137-114 victory by the New York Knicks. Holy cannoli. Stomping out a Western Conference finalist, back-to-back Western Conference finalists. Yeah, Ant-Man, that's you looking at the Defensive Player of the Year.
Big win. Big win. You couldn't have said it better. Back-to-back Western Conference champions. Let's be for real. We know why Ant-Man came back to play tonight. It's the guard. Simple and plain. And let's not fool nobody. This was anywhere else. He wouldn't have came to play. He came back because it's the Garden. Uh, and he thought he was going to have a historic night. Shut down. Sit your bum ass down. Um, I said this the other day. When Cat plays like this, aggressive, now I don't mind the offensive fouls. I'm gonna be honest with you. Earn the respect of the defenders. Y'all want to come down here, catch some of these elbows. Be
Great point.
aggressive. Play, play your size. Pause. So I said this the other day. Us championship contention is going to depend on Cat. We know what we're gonna get from Brunson. Cat has to be the guy. Um, I loved his aggressiveness tonight. I loved him getting down on that block and understanding can't nobody over here guard me. Simple and plain. Only thing I'm a little concerned about at times, Brunson, just go with the flow, bro. If it ain't your night, it's okay. It's okay. I think when we play like this, we're one of the best teams in the NBA. I'ma keep saying it. When we play as a collective, as a team, where we don't care where the points come from, as long as the ball goes in the bucket, whether it's OG, whether it's Hart, whether it's Bridges, no matter who it is, when we can play like this, we are a tough team to beat. Um, Lee says this a lot, but goddamn, if Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy, and I agree with you. I'm fed up with him because now is he going to play the next game? Are we going to get this type of effort the next game? What's going to happen, right? But we see the difference he makes. We see the difference he makes on the defensive end and on the offensive rebounding. We see the difference he makes. Listen, people that know basketball, when you look at us and we're hitting on all cylinders, we the best, one of the best teams in the NBA. Mike Brown is starting to understand, throwing that rotation. Um, Yabusele in a minute is going to be unplayable. I understand he can hit a three or two here and there, but the young man needs to get healthy because we definitely going to need him down the stretch because he can spread the floor, right? But I like what he's doing with Huck Purdy and Kolek. Y'all got to sit down and y'all got to absorb this and y'all got to learn. And it's just not your time yet. But I like the rotations tonight. Clarkson, it seems like he's starting to pick up a little bit. It still, for some reason, seems like he doesn't have his feet up under him. I don't know what it is. It seems like his athleticism is not there at the moment. Like his lift is kind of slow. I don't know what it is, but he's starting to get a little confidence and pick it up a little bit. But I just love how we looked as a team. Offensively, the ball was moving, the ball was flowing. Everybody got involved. And defensively, like I said, Mitchell Robinson and OG is the anchors. And I think tonight is a game that Mike Brown needs to watch film and maybe watch film with the whole team and go, this is how we're going to play basketball if we think about winning a championship. We have to play this style of basketball. Up and down, tough defense, Pat being aggressive. Like I said, I don't mind offensive fouls because you have to earn the respect. You see what guys like Draymond Green and other analysts and everybody say about you. So for me, I think tonight was a must win to get back on track. We lost three in a row. Now we won three in a row. Flea, remember what we said the other day? We can run off 7, 8 in a row when we looked at the schedule, right? So for me, right, before the beginning of the season, what we said the first 10 games, I would love to be 8-2, but 7-3 isn't bad. Like I said, I think we're right on the verge of that. But tonight, I have nothing bad to say about nobody. At all. like tonight was a big game. We knew Julius Randle coming back home. We knew what that meant for him. So I'm glad we rained on his parade, right? So listen, if we could play like this on a consistent basis, and I'm gonna let Flea cook, but I'm gonna end it with this. Karl-Anthony Towns. This is a game he needs when he gets home and he's all wiped up, laying on the couch, relaxing. He needs to watch this whole game again and see the difference when he plays like this, when he mixes it up. We know you're a threat from outside, but now when they come up, you blow by a guy, get on that block, get to the free throw line. But once again, punish them guys. And if it takes, what Shaq used to say, the coach, bruh, the first play, I don't care if it's an offensive foul, let him feel you, bro. And I think tonight, Cat, of course, wanted to prove his former team, but he needs to have this type of aggression and energy night in and night out. And I think if him and Brunson can play like this together, and Brunson can kind of understand just playing the flow of the game. Remember, bro, we don't need you to get 30 every night. It was one or two plays that I see he tried to force it. Because I'm telling y'all, Brunson wants his numbers. I don't care what nobody says. He wants 20-something plus. But that bothers me just a little bit. But please, Fabian, I'm going to be honest. This Knicks we see tonight, this is the team that if we can play like this, we're in the finals. But great job tonight. Like I said, against a great team. Everybody know the West Coast is tough. One of the best teams in the West. Got, great talent. And look, we smoked their boots. So great job by Mike Brown. And listen, I'm hoping this is a snowball effect and it just continues. But man, big shout out Mitchell Robinson, bro. Big shout out Mitchell Robinson. For me, he gets the game ball. I know how great OG and Cat was. But for me, the game ball goes to Mitchell Robinson. What he brings to the table when he can be healthy and stay on the floor, I'm sorry, the league will be in trouble. So great win tonight, man. And once again, a must-needed win to get back on track because beginning of the season, you can't have analysts and former players and current players saying that this is the next year and we should be doing this and doing that, and we come out flat how we came out. So great win by Mike Brown, great coaching job. I like what he did as far as managing the minutes and some of the lineups he had out there. So listen, I'm ecstatic tonight. I'm ecstatic tonight. And it was against a good team. So I can't nobody say nothing to us about, oh, it was this or was that. Chicago is the real deal as of right now. And then now we beat Minnesota. So great game tonight. But I just love how we look as a team. Great game tonight on both ends of the floor. Love it.
Flea, I can't imagine you, Mr. Drill Hooper himself, the Drill Hooper representative on the crew. I can't imagine you having anything bad to say about today. But that's why you have a microphone. That's why we have Knicks Rehab. I can't wait to hear what Flea got to say. What are you thinking right now, brother?
What I said at the beginning of the show. I'm all smiles right now. I'm all smiles. I enjoy watching us play basketball tonight. Like from beginning to end. Obviously, I'm always a stickler about how we start games. We start off games pretty slow, right? We got to get our foot and we're trying to gauge things and things like that. But like, I really enjoyed how we played basketball tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you do look at the numbers and things like that, Minnesota shot the ball well from the field. They shot the ball well from three. But we owned them tonight. Like, we owned them. We out-rebounded them. We got 60-plus points in the paint. We didn't settle on the three ball. Like, it was a real balance from the New York Knicks tonight. We didn't settle for a bunch of threes. We got in the paint. Oh, Gobert, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Defend this. 60-plus points in the paint. Kiss my ass, Gobert. Like, we owned them tonight on both ends of the basketball court. I loved everybody. OG Anunoby is who I'm gonna give my game ball to. OG Anunoby was amazing tonight on both ends of the floor. I love the fact that he didn't settle for the three ball, right? What was I talking about, Fabian? Being able to put it on the floor, mix it up, get to the rim, maybe get to the line. What I said, maybe. What happens? Couple of and ones because he puts it on the floor and doesn't.
You and AllBall been. Hold on. Let me tip my cap. I don't want to take it off because the headphones are come off. You AllBall, little Nostradamus is out here, man. OG, go rebound, man. All of a sudden he gets 14 rebounds. OG, go put the ball on the floor, man. All of a sudden he's prancing and dancing like a young Michael Jackson out here, baby. Papa.
8 rebounds tonight. Deflections. D'ing up. Like, he was amazing tonight. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson is like the X-factor for this ball club. There's a lot of important pieces that are coming out of this ball club right now, but Mitch is the X-factor. Mitch is the guy that like takes us to another level on the defensive end. Obviously, getting us extra possessions with his offensive rebounding, but the block shots, the changing shots, the making guys think about how they're going to finish at the rim because Mitch is lurking around. Like, that's the type of shit that we need on the defensive end, especially making up for Cat's deficiencies, making up for Brunson's deficiencies. Can't say enough about.
Just responding, so I apologize, cut you off. And
I'm listening.
Mitch's toughness. He's a dog. He gives us that toughness that people say we don't have.
You can't punk him. Gobert was trying to get into the handsy shit with him. You could see Mitch smacking his hand off of him. Like, get the fuck off me. Like, I like that. Mix it up. I like that. I like that from him. I like that from Deuce. Deuce likes to get a little mixy, hard fouls, just out there running around, playing hard. Josh Hart. Yo. I am so.
Hold on. AllBall, he's been waiting all year for his moment, for his guy to come through. Flea, the floor is yours, my brother.
He was excellent tonight.
He was amazing.
He was excellent tonight. Josh Hart was excellent tonight, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about my guy.
Yes, listen, y'all are so annoying. How many times did Josh Hart drive you crazy when he jump and just do some nut shit?
Bro, he drives me insane. Like, you gotta love him, but it's like, Josh, no. When sometimes he has the ball, you be like, Josh, no. Bro, everything about Josh Hart, though, tonight, obviously aside from, thinking that he has the ball handling skills of Kyrie Irving. He doesn't have that. But just his defensive effort. There was one play where he just sat in the chair on Anthony Edwards and just got one of the biggest stops of the game. Because the game was still a game at this point. And that stop in the third quarter, it was tough. The 3-ball was dropping for him tonight. He was being aggressive. I love that everybody's being aggressive. And that's the thing about Mike Brown. We're going on makes. We're going on misses. There's not too much of that half-court set shit. And when we do get into a half-court set.
A lot of transition, A lot of transition.
We go. I love it. On a make, we going. On a miss, obviously, we going. But I love it. And then when we do get into the half-court, half-court sets, the ball be flying around. It don't stick, right? Brunson flirts with a triple-double tonight. Still gets his touches. Still picks his spots very well tonight. But everybody is touching it. Karl-Anthony Towns, again, and another amazing night. I think I totally agree with you, OG. The aggression that he's playing with, right? Not settling. We know that you can shoot the 3-ball. We know that you can shoot the outside shot. You are prolific at that. But you are 7 feet. You are 260 plus pounds. You can get in the block and put niggas in the rim. Y'all saw what he did to Ant-Man, right? Get in the rim. That's 2 nights in a row. That's 2 nights in a row where we need to see him, playing with that type of aggression. So, I love everything about what we're doing. Obviously, I'm gonna be a stickler on the defensive end. We got to be able to get stops. Close to 50% shooting for Minnesota is too high right? So we got to be able to get stops. And that'll continue to get better as the year goes on. But the offense looks like it's starting to click. The rotations, he's starting to figure it out, right? Yabusele has to play, right? Because Mitch Robinson is on this minutes restriction. He's not going to play back to back. So I get it. But the rotation of Clarkson, Deuce, Hart, and even Shamet, those 4 guys, those are reliable guys. Not everybody in the league has that. Those are 4 reliable guys that you can go to the bench and say, come and give me productive minutes. So listen, we beat the dog shit out of Minnesota tonight on our home floor. Julius Randle had 30 plus. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. I love it. I'm excited. We got 4 more games left at the crib. We should smoke everybody. Brooklyn's on Sunday. That's our little brothers. Punk them, wedgies, nuggies. Smack in the back of your head. Go get me a Dutch from the store. You know what I mean? That's how we got to treat. You know how we work. So I'm excited. I like what we doing.
I'll just jump right on them rotations. That's the first thing that stood out to me. Defense at the Garden. I couldn't believe what I saw. Just Brunson rotating, and when he jumped out on somebody that was open, somebody was ready to switch on his man that he left wide open after he switched. It was just great. I disagree with y'all. I understand the shooting from Minnesota, but I never felt like they were in rhythm ever throughout the game. And it was part because of the rotations, not partially, but because of it. Mitchell Robinson had a big, reason for all that when they came into the paint. But these guys were switching on the perimeter. I just didn't see them in rhythm. Dante was doing his spot up shooting thing from here, in the first half. He hit 4 3-pointers, but I couldn't believe how they were moving on a defensive end. This is what I think they envisioned with Mike Brown, or Mike Brown envisioned. A lot of his things are coming true now. His rotations on defense and offense. I love his rotations. Of course, he had to play Yabusele. We see why he's Yabusele's playing instead of Huck Porty, and playing Mitchell Robinson 16 minutes and how to spot him, how to spot Shamet the 11 minutes, like that. Those things stand out because we know. Sorry, Flea. We know what Tibbs does. He will leave people in there for 30 minutes for whatever reason. I don't know why. And Mike Brown is like, no. Here's 10 minutes. Sit your ass down. Brunson got a breather. Now Brunson get back in the game. He left Clarkson for a while.
Fabian, real quick, to your point, keep going though. But Mike Brown is showing the experience that he has as a head coach. Like we're gonna critique him all season long, but he's really showing the experience of players that he's played with, teams that he's been on, how he has to structure things. You're talking about going all the way back to San Antonio under Pop, right? On the bench with Rick Carlisle, on the bench with Steve Kerr. Like, dude been around. So we say what we want about him, but these things that he's doing right now early in the season are very like veteran-like head coach type stuff. So go ahead.
And Fabian, real quick, I'll just jump in 10, 20 seconds. Remember, what Mike Brown did today is similar. Remember, he's on the bench with Steve Kerr. He sees Steve Kerr goes into that bench 8, 9, 10, 11 guys. He's doing the exact same thing. So it's almost a carbon copy because Golden State has been successful with it, however we want to feel about it. And he's doing the exact same thing. So look at, like Flea just said, the guys that he's come up under. Champions, great basketball minds. And he's just taking that and bringing it over here.
It's more so like a 10-man rotation. And I just like the way he's spotting those guys' minutes. And I totally disagree with you about Jalen Brunson. That first half, I didn't see I didn't think he was trying to get his own shots. He was off. And that third quarter, once Alan Hahn said, they got to get Jalen Brunson going, I seen Jalen Brunson's face. I'm thinking, okay, here we go. I thought he was going to do what you said he was going to do.
But I said only 2 times. So remember, I said it was maybe two times that I seen him force a shot. But besides that, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I only said 2 times though.
And
what he had it rolling.
But he had it rolling for the rest of it. He was doing like Marbury assists. Get to the basket, get it to the guy. The drive and kick. I was amazed how he was doing it because I'm not used to seeing him do that. I'm used to him. All right, you're gonna try to score. Here comes the footwork. Here comes the and it wasn't that. And he got them going. That really kept it going. And in the first half, also, it felt like Brunson and Cat had to be on separate lineups to get going. In the third quarter, that was Brunson and Cat on the court. And he was really amazing. So many people played well today that it was Minnesota who really played great besides Randall. And Dante had it going for a little bit. Daniels has been coming along all season long. Daniels been having a game winner, almost had a game winner against the Lakers. I was worried about him being in a dunker spot.
McDaniels got his ass kicked tonight.
They all did.
OG Anunoby was putting him in the blender tonight.
They all did. And then Karl-Anthony Towns is just, this is the first time now he's like either in game shape. I think they said it was a groin injury or a hamstring injury.
Quad.
It was a quad injury that had him on the injury reports, and now he's totally off from that. And it seems like it. He just seems like he's moving. That's why I totally agree with you, AllBall. Yeah, I like that you elbow Dante in the back. Get the fuck out the way. This is my paint. Backing down Ant-Man, yamming it on him. Did he yam it on Nas Reed or Goldberg? Give me some of that.
Right
out of my way, you bum. Tired of y'all telling me Rudy Goldberg's what I'm trying to defend this garbage. Mitch is just, it's not even close who's better. If Mitch was healthy, it wouldn't even be close. It's a far gap.
Knicks Rehab.